Good morning. A warm welcome for all the participants and myself, Mr. S. Kamalakaran, Assistant Professor of English. And I'm handling the paper, Part 2, English Paper 1. And I would like to throw some light on the topic called voices. We are quite familiar about these voices, which we came across from our schooling. And here in this video, we are going to discuss about the topic on voices and types of voices and what is active voice and what is passive voice, and finally about the rules and examples of active and passive voice. And here, before getting to the topic, we have to get the introduction about what is voices in English, especially on a communication. And here, voices is the term used to describe whether a verb is active or else passive. We are using voices to identify whether the verb is in a mode of active or else passive. And in other words, when the subject of the verb is doing the action of the verb. In other words, we can call it as the verb is doing action of the subject. It indicates what the subject is going to be happen or else what is done by the subject. It is nothing but voices. And here, number one, active voice. In active voice, action is done by the subject, and in the active voice, the verb indicates the action of the subject. For an example, she writes a letter, and here we find the clear example about active voice. In an active voice, the subject it's the place. It occupies in the place of itself, and here she seems to be the subject and writes for the verb and a letter for the object. And for the second example, he cuts the tree, and he for the subject and cuts for the verb and the tree for the object. For the next slide, we are going to see about the concept of how active has become passive. And for the same example, in this slide, in passive voice, action is not done by the subject. In passive voice, the verb shows that something is done to the subject. And here we find the example, a letter is written by me. Okay, and here subject comes to the place of an object, and object comes to the place of a subject. And here a letter is an object, it occupied the place of a subject, a letter, and you have to indicate whether it is in a present or past tense. It is the previous slide we have seen about the example with having the quality of a present. So we have to interchange the passive in the same format of present tense. Okay, a letter is a singular, so we are using a before verb singular to indicate it is in a present tense. A letter is written by me. Okay, we have to interchange the pronoun into the another format of me. And the tree was cut by me. The previous slide's example, which is interchanging itself by a passive. And here, rules. If the subject or object is pronoun in the sentence means, we have to change the subject and object like this. For active, it seems to be I. In a passive, we have to interchange the I into me. Just like that, he as him, and she, her, they, them, you, and we as us. Okay, before interchanging the active into passive, we have to identify some certain rules for interchanging active into passive. Number one, we have to interchange subject and then object. And number two, we have to identify what type of tense which is undertaken by the active while changing into the passive. And number three, the mandatory rule of changing active into passive, we have to interchange the verb into the format of V3. That means past participle. In a passive format of a verb, we are always make the verb as a past participle. Okay, and more than that, if we are interchanging active into passive, while the object having the place of the subject, we have to identify whether the object in a singular or plural. For the sake of, we are using plural form of verbs or else singular form of verb to the object in the place of a subject. And here, the first rule for active and passive. And here, I just given the example for a simple present tense. For the rule of a simple present tense, subject plus verb plus object. You can find the example over there. And children like sweets. Children for the subject and like for the verb and sweets for the object. While interchanging active into a passive, especially on a simple present tense. And here you can find the rule, subject. That means object into the place of a subject and subject into the place of an object. And don't forget to interlink or else include B form of a verb over here. B form of verbs are am, is, are. And finally, don't forget that you have to interchange the verb, main verb into V3, that means past participle, and you have to add by finally subject as object. Here we find and sweets object as a subject, and it is in a plural form, so we have to include plural form of B form verb, and sweets are, and don't forget to interchange the verb as past participle, like by children. Very simple. And for the present continuous tense, the rule for present continuous tense is subject plus am, is, or plus verb plus ing, and finally object. Here we find the example. The children are playing cricket. Okay, and here cricket is the object. So took the cricket into the place of a subject. That means object into the place of a subject. And you have to interchange cricket. It is in a present tense. So we have to use present form of a B form verb, cricket and is. And for the sake of interchanging active voice, especially in a present continuous tense, especially for the continuous tense, we have to include being to indicate that the process is going on. Subject is being, and don't forget to interchange the verb as past participle. Played by the children. Subject in the place of an object, object in the place of a subject. And for the present perfect tense, the rule for the present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus V3, and finally object. I have eaten the cake, and here cake is the object. So just take the object into the place of a subject. And rule for interchanging present perfect tense in active, and for the passive we have to interchange as usual, subject in the place of an object, object in the place of a subject, and finally have or else has, and we have to include been, just like that what we have include being in the tense of continuous. Like that in a perfect tense we have to include been towards the have form of verb, and have been or else has been according to the state of a subject, whether it is in a singular or else plural. And finally with as usually, and by plus finally object. And here cake is the object. The cake has been, don't forget to add the been for the perfect tense, and eaten by me. And here for a simple past tense, the rule for the simple past tense is subject plus V2 plus object. V2 means second form of a verb, that means past form of a verb. And he wrote the letter. He subject wrote second form of verb, and finally object the novel. Okay, I'm sorry. And here he wrote the novel. While interchanging subject in the place of an object, as usually the novel was the third form of verb written by him. As usual, we have to change he into the form of him. And past continuous tense, subject plus was or were, past B form of verb. And finally for the continuous tense, we can identify the verb in a form of V plus ing, that means verb ing, verb in a mode of a progressive. They were watching the match, and here the match is the object. The match in the place of a subject. The match singular was for the conditions being, and V3 watched by they as them. They were watching the match in active. For the passive, the match was being watched by them. And past perfect tense, for the sake of interchanging the perfect tense, we have to include been. Like for the continuous tense, what we have adding being. And here we find the example for a past perfect tense rule. We had completed the project. Subject plus had plus V3, that means verb in the form of third past participle, and finally object. And here is object is the project. And while interchanging the passive form, the project had been completed by us. This is the form of changing active into a passive, especially on past perfect tense. And here we find simple future tense. And for the format of a simple future tense, we can identify with this formula: subject plus will or shall plus verb 1, finally object. He will pay the college fee tomorrow. While interchanging, you have to get the object in the place of the subject. The college fee will, for a future tense, we have to include be, okay, to indicate the passive in the form of a future. The college fee will be paid tomorrow by her, or else the college fee will be paid by her tomorrow. Both answers are equal. And here future perfect tense, subject plus will have or else shall have plus V3 and finally object. They will have completed the assignment by next month. The subject and will have the rule for future perfect tense and the assign completed V3 past participle verb and the assignment object by next month. While interchanging, the assignment will have been completed by them by next month, or else the assignment will have been completed by next month by them. Both answers are equal. And here some example for interchanging active into passive in a form of modal verbs. For an example, in a modal verbs we can find like this rule: subject plus modals plus main verb and finally object. And for example, you can take the book, you for the subject and can modal verb and take main verb and finally the object the book. And interchanging the same formula, the book can be. For a modal verb we have to include be, just like that what we are adding for the continuous tense being, perfect tense being, and here for the modal we are using be to interlink the subject and also the main verb. The book can be taken by you. And for some exceptions, there are no passive forms for the remaining tenses: present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. We have to omit passive form for all the 4 tenses. And in the nutshell, that means in the conclusion, we just learned what is voices and then types of voices and 8 accumulated rules of active and passive voice. We just clearly note about what are the rules and regulations for interchanging active and passive. And finally, we just find out what are the exceptions in voices and what are the tenses we have to omit for interchanging active and passive. Thank you.